Do it fast, do it nice now, do it my way. Polaroid photographs on a Friday. Mona Lisa Lamborghini, it's a feeling. Yeah, life is a beast if it's easy. Do you wanna make room for your mistakes, or catch a flight to Aruba, Jamaica?
I don't know how I got here again. The thing about rock bottom is that it creeps in on you, uninvited and unexpected. And it's not that it deceives you. The deception happens long before you make it to this place. But it feels like being in a coma and waking up to the realization that you're 10 feet deep into the quicksand, gasping for air and not sure how you got here, and terrified that you won't be able to find the way out. I think the worst part is the exhaustion paired with the thick fog that blinds you. You know you have to fight and pick yourself up and get yourself out of this place. But there's this insidious pull that tells you it would be easier to just stay.
With the sound of a Mortal Kombat. And it's an empty lifestyle, and she knows that. Living life like a star child, but alone.
I feel trapped. I feel trapped between who I once was and the complete fog around who I want to be. I try to tell myself that nothing has gone wrong and everything's gonna be okay. But I'm lying to myself, because the truth is, I'm back in a hell that nobody can hear or see, but it's surrounding me. I don't want to spend another day alone in my head, and I don't recognize the person in the mirror looking back at me, and it's really scary. I think I lost myself again. I feel like I've been spinning in circles, tricked by my own desire for freedom. I'm dizzy and I'm empty. Is this just a euphoric come down? I thought I was flying, but now I feel like a fairy trapped without her wings. Is flying just really another way of escaping? Is it possible that I've just been running all along? I'm not sure, but something has got to give, because I think I'm finally tired of running away.
I let my hair down.
I yearn to be able to soar, not out of fear or necessity, but because of a sense of pure elation. And right now that feels like some faraway dream. I think there's a self-love fairy somewhere out there. She always says that numbing and running leads you right back to the same place you came from. And I wonder if it's that wisdom that gave her her wings. And I wonder if she flies without escaping. I wonder if she flies with joy, not away from pain, but because she actually made it through to the other side. You know that feeling when you're driving and you suddenly realize that you've just gone in one big circle, and there's that short moment of disappointment, like, damn it, I wasted time and I wasted gas just to land right back where I started, and if I had just listened to the map in the first place, I wouldn't have gotten myself here. I think that's how I feel. They say that the farther you go from where you start, the harder it is to get back. But I don't even know what back means, or if I want to go there, because it landed me here somehow. Or is it my fault? Did I do something? Did I make a wrong turn? Did I make a left turn? Because at this point I feel 10 feet underground, and it's daunting here. It's quiet, and it's loud. It's slow, and it's too fast. It's dark, and it's like the lights are blinding, and I feel so lost. It's funny. It's really funny because there was a point where I felt like I had it all figured out. It was like I had the secret sauce to life, and there wasn't any struggle to live the way that I wanted to. So I don't know, is it the universe slapping me in the face and bringing me to some space of humility? Like, no, you don't have it all figured out. Is this life? Is this how it always goes? Did I do something wrong?
It's dark and it's raining, it's nice out. I'll bite my tongue when your friends around. Meet at a mall in a new town. I can't believe that it's dark out. It's 6:45 and my headlights are telling me I have to go now. My car likes to slide when it's wet and my hands are still cramping. Less than they were when around you. It tense all my muscles to your view. Spend all my time trying sodas. Tell myself I'm just as new to you. Anxiety likes to control us. To comfort the fact that you're still you. I am afraid that I know you. I'm just afraid that I know you. I'm just afraid that I know you so well. Find a place with a backyard, a place that you can still run to. Drinking a lot in the morning, knowing that it's gonna kill you. I'll find a way to go home now, under a bridge self-loathing. You can't survive without caffeine. Your friends aren't enough to be happy, I swear. Your friends aren't enough to be happy, I swear.
It's so loud in my head. It's like a bunch of angry people screaming at each other. And then there's these almost sinister whispers, and they're so much worse. I feel like I'm being pulled in so many directions. I want to do this, I want to do that, but that doesn't fit anymore. Well, that doesn't feel right anymore. Well, I want to go there. Well, I don't have enough energy because I haven't eaten, so I can't go there. I feel like a shell of a human. I want to have a case of the facets, but I'm too smart for that. Have I been numbing all along? Was I numbing? You think that's why everything has felt so dull? Maybe I'm just finally feeling.
Be the one you look up to. High school.
Do you think anybody else feels this way? Because I feel so fucking alone.
Why can't I be the one you look up to? Do things I have to do, like learn to sleep and come back and see you with bold tattoos. I'll paint a face like I'm pissed off. And I thought of you, and I'll see the time on my wristwatch. And I'll make a point, and I'll see you all in the summertime.
Or maybe I'm just obsessed with control. It's possible. Maybe I've been attached to trying to control whatever I can to make myself feel safe in some convoluted type of way because I'm really just an ant on a planet flying through space. And if I follow that train of thought, maybe that's what we're all doing. Maybe we're all choosing to be ignorant to the fact that we've got no control. And I mean, I'd like to let go. Letting go sounds gorgeous. Surrendering sounds amazing. Maybe I've never done that. Maybe I've never done that. I think about a version of me who's figured that one out. I feel like it would be so nice just to let go and to not try to hold on to everything. Like a child grabbing onto her binky, I swear to God. But I'm not even close.
Thinking about the secrets I'm keeping. Maybe I'll be gone. Look at all the worthless misses count, and all the memories that you lost. Maybe there's a place for us out there. The velvet twilight summer stare. And doesn't it ever plague your soul? And doesn't it ever hurt to know all your trophies turn to worst until the golden hour comes to us? Comes to
I feel like this is gonna sound so cryptic, but there is something so comforting about the foggy mirrors. It has been a while since looking at myself didn't feel like looking at a stranger. I feel like I calm down a little bit at night. It's like there's this pressure during the day to be a part of society in some way that I don't feel capable of right now. I think I kind of enjoy the night times, at least a little bit. I found a letter that I wrote to myself. I asked her to promise me to never lose herself again. I remember when losing myself was my biggest fear. I don't know how this makes me feel. It's like I definitely didn't keep the promise, but it makes me want to know more. journals all the way back from 2015. They're filled to the brim, and I'm lost in them. I'm lost in old versions of me and all of the different moments that I've had, the different people that I've been, the different passions I've had. And there's like this one thing I keep seeing. And it's the feeling that I'm having today. I really have had it so many times before. And I'm noticing a pattern because right after that feeling, it looks like something comes after. Something kind of beautiful. I feel like I'm reading a number of intense conversations between my ego and my soul. And it's always my soul excited and almost begging to be free or to go to the next place, and my ego pleading from some space of fear to stay where I am. And there's a tension that's built from that place. I think that there's a point when the world around you will push you and pull you to change yourself, to make others more comfortable by putting on a mask that doesn't really fit you. But it's like there's an illusion where you don't really realize that's happening. And I'm looking at these times where I've allowed myself to try on hats that were never fit for me to begin with. And I'm looking at times where I finally ripped those costumes off. And it's not that it ever was easy, but it does seem like the relief is quicker when you just own the truth that's hiding underneath it all. I've tried lots of characters to make other people comfortable or to make myself feel better, but the truth is I've never found joy in pointless hookups, and I crave the type of love that holds depth, and I've always felt safer and happier in my body when I'm not masking my authenticity with substances. And I think I love that I've walked this path numerous times, because there's always a relief when I own my truth time and time again. I wonder what armor I've been wearing that I could just take off. What if I'm not stuck at all? What if this terrifying feeling of losing myself is really just another part of me ready to leave, as a new self is getting excited to be birthed? What if I've been having contractions, but it's only felt so confusing because I didn't know that I was pregnant with a new version of me? Maybe all of this has been happening for me, not to me, offering a gift of a breakdown that leads right to the breakthrough. Because according to my collection of journals and my memories, none of my wrong turns have actually been wrong turns. So maybe living is just a continuous unfolding of who you are and who you were and who you're going to be. Every battle, every fight, every breakdown, building up character and depth like the roots that support a new seed, a seed that is about to bloom into a beautiful, intricate rose. And maybe I have been many different types of flowers, simply exploring different aspects of life, embracing the cycle of life and the pain of death. I start to realize that maybe I've never been lost. Maybe freedom is really just allowing myself to experience my journey without any fear of the dark, with a love for the unknown and an anticipation for change. And maybe this is actually the most beautiful thing about me. The way that I am both the sun and the moon, the darkness and the light. How when the night comes, there is always a light shining the way, even if it's covered by the illusion of fog or the delusion of fear. And no matter what, the sun comes to rise again with its light as bright as ever before. And somewhere inside of me, the familiarity of this place that once terrified me is beginning to not only make me feel safe, but there's a brewing anticipation for the next part of my story. I didn't realize how long it had been since I had heard the beautiful, still, small, quiet voice that resides deep within. Because that's your gut. And I've learned that everything else can drown out your own inner truth with noise. And all of this stuff that isn't yours. And I'm realizing that it's actually up to me to rip off the band-aids and let go of all these things that not only don't serve me any longer, but never did in the first place. And at this point, I don't care if it's hard. I'm choosing my hard because either I stay where I have been, or I rip everything off and I go somewhere new. I'm ready to hear the voice of my soul again. I'm ready to hear my truth again. And I know how your favorite meal just wouldn't hit the same if you had it every single day. So when you get to have it, it feels like a sweet treat. I think that's the beauty of losing yourself. Because when you come back home, it feels like experiencing a love all over again. A love that never died. It actually survived even when you left it behind. And I'm letting go of shame because I realize now that all shame ever says is I see a different route. And so I'm choosing to see this as a gift, a divine cracking open of a shell that I didn't even realize I had on, like shedding an old skin. And I'm letting go of fear, and I'm thanking it for showing me that there's something that I really desire. There is something that my heart wants so badly. Oh, and I'm not closing my heart just because I've been through pain. Because in that way, you only stay in the pain. And I don't believe in that. So I'm keeping my heart open and I'm using it as a jumping pad. And I'm saying hey to my friends in the heavens above, my friends with talents and passions and dreams, because I know that if they saw me trying to extend my stay in the hell that I created, they would slap me across the face and they would say, "Fly, fairy, fly."